So tonight we're here to talk about why to use positive language, especially with really young children, like 3 years old and younger. The reason we're talking about this is because right around 2, kids start to get really defiant. They want to sort of assert their individuality, and they start to do everything that you ask them not to do. So maybe you've had this experience. A lot of times when I take my kids to the park, I'm like, don't go up the slide, we go down the slide. They go up the slide. I'm like, don't put your finger in the socket. They put their fingers in the socket. I'm like, stop hitting your sister. They keep hitting their sister, okay? So there's actually something happening in their brains that's really important. The concept of no, don't, and not doesn't actually develop until 3.5 years old. So that means if you're working with a child who is 3 or younger, they actually don't yet have the capacity to understand no, don't, or not. Like they're not able to. They don't have the capacity to. Okay. So I want to prove this to you because you're probably thinking, whatever, I ask my child to help me set the table and they say no all the time. They definitely understand no. They might understand your tone of voice. They might understand that when you start to get angry or agitated or frustrated, they should stop doing something. And so sometimes if you tell them not to do something, they might stop, but it's not because they understand no, don't, or not. It's because they understand the tone of your voice. Okay, and I'm gonna prove this to you. I'll show you what happens with my own kids. And I also, if you have a child who is 3 years old or younger, I want you to try this on them because it's gonna work. Okay, if they're nearing 3.5, that might not work. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get 2 spoons, different colors, purple and orange, whatever colors, but 2 different colors. And you're gonna ask this question to a child who knows their colors. Okay, so you're gonna give the child the purple and the orange spoon, okay? And you're gonna say, give me the spoon that is not purple. And every time, the child who is not yet 3.5 is gonna give you the purple spoon. Because the child doesn't understand the concept of not. The last thing the kid hears is purple spoon. You're not using a negative voice because you're just asking give me the purple spoon. Okay, so they give you the spoon, they give you what they understood, which is the purple spoon. Give Mama the spoon that is not purple. Sienna, don't say anything. Yeah, thanks. Even though you just said, give me the spoon that is not purple. Okay, so I want you to go and try that. Which one is not orange? This one. Okay, so what happened? Okay, this is important because this was a really simple, silly exercise, right? But it goes on to impact how you talk to your kids, especially when you're frustrated with them. So if we start to think about children actually not understanding the concept of not, that really changes, right? So then when I see my kid doing something they're not supposed to do, I want them to understand why not to do that. What I don't want them to understand is when Mommy gets mad, I should stop what I'm doing. What I want them to understand is why to stop doing something. And so I'm gonna change my tone and give them a positive direction. Give them a positive direction, so tell them what to do instead of yelling at them at what not to do. That's your positive parenthood for tonight. Hope you liked it. Let us know what happened with your no, not spoon.